Have you ever felt like life after 30 is just one big race you didn't sign up for? Bills, responsibilities, and endless to-do lists piling up while your dreams feel like they're slipping further away? What if I told you there are 7 timeless principles that can completely change the way you approach life? Principles that can help you build wealth, find peace, and create the life you've always wanted? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to transform your life, starting today. Let's be real. Life after 30 can feel overwhelming. You're expected to have it all together: a thriving career, a happy family, financial stability, and somehow still have time for yourself. But here's the truth. No one really has it all figured out. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle often comes down to the principles they live by. Today, we're diving into 7 powerful principles that can help you take control of your life, no matter where you're starting from. These aren't just ideas. They're actionable steps you can start applying right now to create real, lasting change. Think about this for a second. How many times have you set a goal, only to feel stuck or overwhelmed before you even start? Maybe you've tried to save more money, but unexpected expenses keep popping up. Or maybe you've wanted to improve your health, but finding the time feels impossible. The problem isn't you. It's the systems and habits you're using. Without the right principles guiding your decisions, it's easy to feel like you're spinning your wheels. That's why these 7 principles are so important. They're not just about what to do. They're about how to think. And when you change the way you think, you change the way you live. Principle 1. Take 100% responsibility for your life. Let's get straight to the point. If you want your life to change, you have to take full responsibility for where you are right now. That means no more blaming your boss, your circumstances, or your past. No more pointing fingers at the economy, your upbringing, or the people around you. The moment you stop blaming and start owning your life, you take back your power. And that's where real change begins. Here's the hard truth. Your life is a reflection of the choices you've made. Every decision, every action, every thought has led you to where you are today. If you don't like where you are, it's time to make different choices. But before you can do that, you have to accept that you are where you are because of you. Not because of luck, not because of other people, but because of you. Now, I know that might sound harsh. It's easier to blame someone else, to say, if only my boss recognized my hard work, or if only I had more money, or if only I had better opportunities. But here's the thing. As long as you're blaming someone or something else, you're giving away your power. You're saying, I can't change my life because it's out of my control. And that's simply not true. The truth is, you have more control over your life than you think. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can't control the past, but you can control what you do today. And what you do today will determine where you are tomorrow. So ask yourself this. What's one area of your life where you've been avoiding responsibility? Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's your relationships. Whatever it is, take a hard look at it and ask yourself, what can I do differently? Taking responsibility doesn't mean beating yourself up for past mistakes. It means acknowledging where you are and making a decision to move forward. It means saying, I'm in control of my life, and I'm going to make it better. And here's the best part. When you take responsibility, you open the door to endless possibilities. You start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You start to feel empowered instead of helpless. And you start to create the life you've always wanted. So, start today. Take responsibility for your life. Stop blaming, stop complaining, and start taking action. Because the moment you take responsibility, you take control. And the moment you take control, you change your life. Principle 2. Set clear, specific goals. Most people drift through life without a clear direction. They have vague ideas of what they want, but no real plan to get there. They say things like, I want to be happier, or I want to be richer, or I want to be healthier. But those are just wishes, not goals. And wishes don't change your life. Goals do. The key to achieving anything in life is to set clear, specific goals. Goals that are measurable, time-bound, and actionable. Instead of saying, I want to be richer, say, I want to save $10,000 in the next 12 months. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. Clarity is power. When you set clear goals, you give yourself a target to aim for. You know exactly what you want, and you know exactly what you need to do to get there. And that makes all the difference. But here's the thing. Setting goals isn't enough. You have to write them down. You have to make them real. When you write your goals down, you commit to them. You take them out of your head and put them into the world. And that's when they start to become a reality. So take a piece of paper and write down your goals. Be specific, be detailed, and be realistic. Don't just say, I want to be successful. Say, I want to earn $100,000 a year by the end of next year. Don't just say, I want to be fit. Say, I want to run a 5K in under 30 minutes by the end of this year. Once you've written your goals down, break them into smaller, actionable steps. If your goal is to save $10,000 in the next 12 months, figure out how much you need to save each month, each week, and each day. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months, figure out how much you need to lose each week and what changes you need to make to your diet and exercise routine. And here's the most important part. Take action. Every single day. Even if it's just a small step, take action. Because small steps add up to big results over time. Remember, goals are not just about the destination, they're about the journey. They're about becoming the kind of person who can achieve those goals. And when you set clear, specific goals and take consistent action, you become that person. So, start today. Set your goals, write them down, break them into steps, and take action. Because the moment you set clear goals, you take control of your life. And the moment you take control, you change your life. Principle 3. Invest in yourself daily. The greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. Not in the stock market, not in real estate, not in a business. You. Because when you grow, everything around you grows. When you improve, your world improves. The more valuable you become, the more valuable your contributions to the world will be. Think about it. The job you have today, the money you earn, the opportunities you see, they all come from your current level of knowledge, skill, and mindset. But what if you were better? What if you knew more? What if you developed a new skill, mastered a new concept, or became twice as efficient as you are now? Suddenly, doors that were closed begin to open. Opportunities that seemed out of reach come closer. People start seeing you differently. And the best part? It doesn't take a lifetime to see results. It just takes consistency. Imagine you spend just 30 minutes a day learning something new. That's not much. You scroll through social media longer than that. You watch TV longer than that. But in those 30 minutes, you could read a chapter of a book, listen to a podcast, take an online course, practice a new skill. And if you do that every day, what happens? Over a year, that's over 180 hours of self-improvement. Over 5 years, that's nearly 1,000 hours. You tell me, what could you accomplish with 1,000 hours of dedicated learning? Some people say, I don't have time. But the truth is, time is never the issue. Priorities are. If something matters to you, you find time. If it doesn't, you find excuses. You don't need hours. You don't need perfect conditions. You need commitment. A decision that every single day you will improve. Investing in yourself doesn't just mean learning. It means taking care of your health. Because what good is knowledge if you don't have the energy to use it? Take care of your body, eat right, exercise, sleep well. A sharp mind in a weak body is like having a Ferrari engine in a broken-down car. It doesn't matter how much potential you have if you can't execute on it. Success isn't about luck. It's about preparation. And when opportunity knocks, will you be ready? The answer depends on what you do today. Will you invest in yourself, or will you stay the same? Because one thing is certain, time will pass. The question is, will you be better, smarter, and stronger a year from now? Or will you be in the exact same place? Success isn't a big moment. It's not one giant leap. It's the small things, done daily, that build the foundation for something great. You don't climb a mountain in one step. You take thousands of steps, one after the other. And if you take those steps every single day, eventually you stand at the top, looking down at how far you've come. So start today. Read the book, take the course, practice the skill, invest in yourself, and watch how the world starts to invest in you. Principle 4. Surround yourself with the right people. Look around you. The people in your life, the conversations you have, the habits you pick up. Whether you realize it or not, they are shaping you. Your mindset, your beliefs, your future. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your environment. You can have the biggest goals, the best intentions, but if the people around you don't support them, they will fade. Energy is contagious. Mindsets are contagious. Success is contagious. But so is negativity. So is doubt. So is mediocrity. Who are you spending the most time with? Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Are they inspiring you or draining you? Are they lifting you up or keeping you small? Because whether you like it or not, you are becoming like them. If you spend time with 5 broke people, you will be the 6th. If you spend time with 5 fit people, you will be the 6th. If you spend time with 5 ambitious, driven, successful people, you will be the 6th. The people around you create your standard of what's normal. And if normal for them is complaining, staying stuck, and making excuses, that will become normal for you too. But if normal for them is pushing forward, growing, and striving for more, that's what you will do too. This doesn't mean you have to cut people off, but it does mean you have to be intentional. You have to decide what kind of life you want, then find people who are already living it. Because success leaves clues. And if you surround yourself with people who are ahead of you, you will pick up their habits, their thinking, their energy. So ask yourself, who do you need to spend more time with? Who challenges you? Who makes you think bigger? Who inspires you to be better? Find those people. Learn from them. Be around them as much as possible. And it's not just about taking. It's about giving. If you want to be around great people, you have to bring value. You have to grow yourself first. Because the truth is, successful people want to be around other successful people. They don't want to be around complainers. They don't want to be around people who make excuses. They want to be around people who are moving forward. So if you want to be in the right circles, you have to be someone they want in their circle. It's not about cutting people out. It's about elevating yourself so that you naturally attract a higher level of person. And when you do, everything changes. Your mindset changes. Your habits change. Your results change. Because when you are surrounded by the right people, success is no longer something you chase. It's something that becomes inevitable. So look around, pay attention, and if your environment is not helping you grow, change it, because your future depends on it. Master the art of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Most people think success is about motivation, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Some days, you wake up energized, ready to take on the world. Other days, you don't feel like getting out of bed. That's the problem with motivation. It's unreliable. But discipline? Discipline is there when motivation fails. Discipline says, do it anyway. Discipline says, keep going. Think about the most successful people in the world. The athletes, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the leaders. Do you think they wake up every morning bursting with excitement, eager to put in the work? There are days when they don't feel like it. But they do it anyway. That's the difference between winners and everyone else. Winners show up. Winners don't negotiate with their feelings. Winners don't wait for motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline starts with a choice, a simple choice. It's deciding that no matter how you feel, you will stick to your commitment. You will follow through. You will do what you said you would do, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're tired, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. Now, don't think you need to change your entire life overnight. That's where most people go wrong. They try to do too much at once. They get inspired, make a long list of things to change, and then burn out within a week. Don't do that. Start small. Pick one habit, just one. Something simple, something easy to commit to. Maybe it's reading 10 pages a day. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's drinking more water. Whatever it is, make it non-negotiable. No matter what happens, you do it. No excuses, no exceptions. What happens when you do this? Something incredible. You build momentum. You start proving to yourself that you can follow through. Your self-respect grows. Your confidence increases. And before you know it, that one habit turns into 2, then 3, then 5. You start to become the kind of person who follows through, who keeps their promises, to others, but more importantly, to themselves. Most people never reach their full potential because they keep breaking promises to themselves. They say they'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. They say they'll be consistent, but at the first sign of discomfort, they quit. And every time they do this, they reinforce the belief that they can't be trusted. They tell themselves, I never follow through. I always quit. I'm not disciplined. But discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one decision at a time. So decide. Decide that from this moment forward, you will be a person of discipline. You will show up no matter what. You will not wait for motivation. You will take action, because action leads to momentum, and momentum leads to transformation. And transformation is what takes you from where you are to where you want to be. Discipline is freedom. Most people think it's the opposite. They think discipline is restrictive. But the truth is, discipline gives you control. Discipline allows you to design your life instead of living at the mercy of your moods and impulses. When you master discipline, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, you master your destiny. So start today. Pick one habit, commit to it, stick with it, no matter what. Watch what happens, watch how your life changes. Because once you master discipline, everything else falls into place. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Too many people never start because they're waiting for the perfect moment. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until they have more time, more money, more knowledge. But perfect moments don't exist. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect plan. And the longer you wait, the further you fall behind. You don't need perfection. You need progress. You need to take the first step, even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if you have no idea what you're doing. Because progress builds momentum, and momentum is what creates results. Think about it this way. If you improve by just 1% every day, by the end of a year, you'll be 37 times better. Not 37% better. 37 times better. That's the power of small, consistent progress. But most people never get there because they quit before they even start. They get stuck in the trap of overthinking. They analyze, they plan, they wait, and before they know it, another year has passed and they're still in the same place. Stop waiting. Start now. Do something, anything. Write the first page, make the first call, take the first step. It won't be perfect, but that's okay. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. Look at the most successful people in any field. They didn't start as experts. They weren't perfect on day one. They made mistakes. They failed. But they kept going. They learned. They improved. And over time, they got better. That's the secret. Not perfection, progress. Most people are afraid to fail. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every failure teaches you something. Every setback makes you stronger. Every mistake moves you forward. The only real failure is quitting. Everything else is just feedback. So embrace progress, embrace imperfection. Set a goal and start moving toward it. Don't get caught up in doing it perfectly. Just do it. Adjust as you go. Improve along the way. Keep getting better. Remember this: success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps. Steps that add up. Steps that compound over time. You might not see the results right away, but they're happening. Every effort you make is stacking up, building into something bigger than you can imagine. So trust the process. Trust that every step forward counts, no matter how small. Keep going. Keep improving. Keep moving forward. Because the only way to fail is to stop trying. And as long as you keep going, you're winning. One step at a time. One day at a time. Progress over perfection. That's the key. Principle 7. Give more than you take. Success is often measured by what we accumulate. The wealth, the titles, the recognition. But real success, the kind that lasts, the kind that means something, is not just about what you get. It's about what you give. Think about it. Who do we admire the most? The ones who have everything, or the ones who give everything? The ones who build walls around their success, or the ones who use their success to build bridges for others? True greatness doesn't come from hoarding. It comes from sharing. It's easy to focus on taking. That's the natural instinct. Get more, achieve more, win more. But the real magic happens when you start to give more. Give your time, not just when it's convenient, not just when you have extra. Give because someone needs it. Give because time is the one thing you can't get back, and when you invest it in others, you create something bigger than yourself. Give your knowledge. You worked hard to learn what you know. You struggled, you failed, you figured it out. Now pass it on. The shortcut to a meaningful life is helping others skip the struggles you had to endure. There's no greater reward than seeing someone grow because you shared what you've learned. Give your encouragement. Words are powerful. A simple, "You can do it" at the right time can change someone's entire future. Too often, people are drowning in doubt. Be the one who throws them a lifeline. Lift them up. Remind them of their potential. Sometimes that's all it takes. Give without keeping score. If you're giving only to get something in return, you're not really giving. That's a transaction. And transactions don't build relationships. But when you give without expecting anything back, something incredible happens. People remember. People appreciate. And over time, life finds a way to return the favor, often in ways you never expected. Give in your work. Whatever you do it with the mindset of adding value. If you're in business, serve your customers beyond their expectations. If you're leading a team, give them more support than they ask for. If you're creating something, pour your heart into it. The more you give to your work, the more it gives back to you. Give in your relationships. Be the friend who listens, the partner who supports, the person who shows up. Relationships thrive not because of what we take from them, but because of what we put into them. Love more. Care more. Do more for the people who matter. And watch how they respond. Give to your community. No one succeeds alone. Somewhere along the way, someone helped you. A teacher, a mentor, a stranger who gave you a chance. Now it's your turn. Find a way to give back. Serve, contribute, make a difference. The impact you create will outlive you. Giving isn't just about others, it's about you too. Because when you give more than you take, you change, you grow. You become someone who lives with purpose, with meaning, with fulfillment. It's a simple principle, but it's not always easy. It takes effort. It takes heart. But those who live by it understand something most don't. The more you give, the richer your life becomes. Not just in wealth, but in joy, in connection, in legacy. So give. Give your time, your wisdom, your kindness, your energy. Give in ways big and small. Give more than you take. And watch how life rewards you in return. Here's the thing about these principles. They're simple, but they're not easy. They require effort, consistency, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But if you commit to them, they have the power to completely transform your life. Imagine waking up every day with a clear sense of purpose, knowing exactly what you need to do to move closer to your goals. That's the kind of life these principles can help you create. Let's recap. Take 100% responsibility for your life. Set clear, specific goals. Invest in yourself daily. Surround yourself with the right people. Master the art of discipline. Focus on progress, not perfection. And give more than you take. These 7 principles aren't just ideas, they're tools you can use to build the life you've always wanted. The question is, are you ready to start using them? If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button. One click, and you'll get more content like this to help you create the life you deserve.